Time and day not set. You have 1 new message. Sunday, 6:58 p.m.
Hey, this is David. Just wanted to say congratulations again on everything. I hope you and Susan are doing well. Listen, I don't know if you got the package I sent you yet. If you did, just let me know what you think. Alright, I know you're busy, but when you get the chance, you guys should come to Connecticut. We miss you, kid. Talk to you soon. Bye.
So, I am a firm believer of the idea that giving names to every known faction of human thought is a fruitless effort. There are the syndromes and the diseases and the disorders of the mind that adopt countless variations, and while we as beings of great intelligence believe we have come close to identifying everything, I am confident in saying that we are farther from that destination than ever. Given recent revelations over the past few years of my life, I know precisely how ignorant, and by extension, hopeless we are. I can already hear the naysayers angrily condemning me for questioning their knowledge. What do you know, they spit. I've spent my life engrossed in research of mental illness and have had countless friends and family that suffer from different ailments of the mind. What gives you the right to belittle that? That's pretty good. And to that I say it is all important. I would never patronize one's conditions. All I am saying is there are so many more that are only affecting a handful of individuals in our broad world. A sort of trauma that can only be described completely once an individual has experienced it. A sort of sickness that can only be fathomed once someone has made contact. At this point, the readers of this foreword that find my ideas to be ridiculous and narcissistic have likely shut this book and have begun planning their heated reviews on it. I hold no negative gaze to these people. It's difficult to be told that your horizons aren't as broad as you once believed. But consider this. On our planet, under 5% of the waters that make up our oceans have been explored. Residing in the depths of this abyss are countless undiscovered creatures, new corners and crevices of our world that we have yet to see with our own eyes. Perhaps it's not horribly far-fetched that humankind has only explored 5% of the human psyche, as well as a minuscule percentage of the more physical, dark places in our world. Shadows. I'm not trying to frighten you, but if you are frightened, it is understandable. All I'm asking of you, the reader of this book, is to keep an open mind and consider the reality of what you are reading. While in the form of a linear story, some events and names altered for the sake of protecting the safety and even sanity of the individuals portrayed, many of the situations I have written here are not fabricated, nor are any of the nightmarish monsters fictional. If you so choose to disregard this book as a work of non-fiction in favor of its counterpart, you will not be judged. I myself would never in my life consider such nonsense to be factual or even sensible in your position. My one goal with this story is to reach out to those that suffer from this unidentified sickness, with the hope that the common grounds between these individuals can finally be discovered. At the very least, once you finish this story, we can take our first steps into that abyssal 95% of unexplored mind. And though you will likely experience new terrors and traumas beyond any rational mental capacity, there is also the hope that there are portions of this untamed space that conceal blessings as well. If we have anything, it is the hope that these hellish creatures are not all that occupy the darkness, and based solely on the experiences of the young man and woman that this narrative is constructed around, I'm willing to bet that the brighter factions of our minds are just as prominently unexplored. Terror. Terror, in its most raw form, is a tall, thin man in a black suit. Its combatant in this story is nothing more than a child. Perhaps, like this young man, we can all expose ourselves to what is infinitely terrifying, face it, become educated. Or perhaps we are safer if we ignore it and let it consume those that are already too far gone to save. The choice is yours if you wish to continue. You know what? Let's just do this.